All right, before we go any further into the switching, I'm gonna go over uh, the enhanced switch list or the modified switch list and the switch list that was given to you at the beginning of the shift. Let's go over actually what we're gonna be doing. As you can see, the layout is filled with assortment of rail cars that we did not block, and you probably seen that in the video from previous. What I did was just randomly pick some cars from the yard and then brought them over here from Greenwood Yard all the way over here to the industrial park and just set them accordingly to whatever I feel like doing, just throwing them in there. As you can see, the Mariani cars are sitting right here. ACFX, CNO, and the 2AMDX. They are our train that we brought over here for the Mariani. In detail, this is track 1002. This is track 1003 for the Mariani. And the way each spot is designed, there are 8 spots. These 2 cars here are stage cars. They are not on spot. They're just storage or stage cars. This is track 2. This is spot 5, spot 6, spot 7, spot 8. Over here close to the Mariani, this is spot 1, spot 2, spot 3, and spot 4. All right. Now let's take a look at the Mariani switch list. So hold on and I'll be right back. All right, this is the Mariani switch list. This is not the switch list from the railroad. This is the Mariani switch list. They have their own style of switch list that they keep on hand, and they never throw their switch list away. They take them and keep them on file just in case if anything happened between the time they receive the rail cars and the time that rail car leaves. They have it on file to let them know where every car is in that yard. We're going to start on track 103, which is the track closest to Mariani, which is at the one at the top. As you can see, we got 2 stage cars sitting there at the very top, and they're going to go in a certain spot, spot 2 and spot 3, right in behind spot 1. Spot 1 will be a takeaway. We're going to pull that car. And then the car that's in spot 2, we're going to pull that car as well. And then the car in spot 3, the same. But the car in spot 4, we're going to move from spot 4, we're going to move it to spot 1. And then one of the cars that's on the train, the ADMX 15806, is going to take its spot. So we're just going to pull all the 2 stage cars from the top and put them in track spot 2 and 3, and then take the car that's in spot 4 and flip it up to track spot 1, since we're not done unloading that car. Whenever you see something that's either moved or it says stay, that means they still unloading that car. But the number one thing they have to do is they got to unhook the hoses so we can pull the cars. So and when we unhook the hoses, we have to put the caps on so that the material won't fall out. So that's the number one thing you have to remember. So we pretty much got that all situated in track 103 and 1002, which is close to the to Joe and Roy processing. Track 5, track 6, track 7, track 8 is pretty much almost the same thing. We're going to pull the top 3 cars, but the car that's down in track 8 is going to move to track 5, spot 5. Sorry, it's going to move from spot 8 to go to spot 5 because we're not done unloading that car as well. So we want to put that car closest to the hose so we can unload it. And then the car that's going to replace that car is ADMX 15829. It's going to go in that spot. So that's pretty much how a detailed switch list is. Let's give this a shot and hopefully I don't screw this up. So everybody take a look at the switch list, write it down so that you'll know where everything is going to go in a little while. Always rewind the video back to where I had showed you each spot is at. Write those spots down and then make sure what I've got here you put in the spots so that when I get finished with this video, get finished at the very end, your switch list will match my switch list. All right. So let's give this a shot and see how it turns out, and hopefully I don't screw it up. So let's give this a shot and see what happens. So I will see you back in the training room. All right, let's go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out to the main and switch it out on the main, because it'll be a lot easier switching it out on the main than just trying to do it all up here because I don't have the room. Now, the number one thing I want to do is I want to get those two spot cards that's going to be at the top of 1003 and 1002. I want to get those cards together and put them somewhere out of the way. So what we're going to do, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my two spot cards that's supposed to be at the top. I'm going to set them over out of the way. So when I get done switching, it'll be a lot easier for me to grab them and put them where they need to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to set those two cars over here to track 1008. So we're going to set one in, set three out, set one in, and then we'll set the rest of the outbound takeaways to the main. Now be mindful. I have to look at my switch list at all times. Doesn't matter how many times I look at it, I want to keep my eyes on my switch list to make sure I'm doing everything accordingly to plan. Because I planned out my switching. All right, now that I got my two top spot cars out of the way, we're going to do our last takeaways. We're going to set the takeaways out, and then we're going to go in and we're going to start spotting these cars accordingly. Always remember, take your time when you're doing a modified switch list, or modified switching period, because you never know how easy you can mess up. Now, this is where it gets interesting. My bottom car is 15806 that's going in the track 1003. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that, set that car into the lead going into Mariani. So let me make sure that's right. ADMX 1506. Yep, that's it. So what I'm going to do is 15806. I'm going to uncouple it. We're going to uncouple the car. We're going to drag out. And the PLG. Then I'm going to grab the Rock Island and the CNO and set it on top of the 15806. I went a little too fast there. Well, I made a join, so. Okay, we're gonna PLG. Then we're gonna shove these cards in. If you wrote down your switch list, you should have an order 150, 15806 on the bottom, followed by the Rock Island 12039, the CNO 601 360, and then UTLX 66028. We're going to uncouple here. We might as well go ahead. Yeah, we need to go ahead and get our other cards. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that this card don't make a join. I just want to shove it out of the way. Now let's pick up our top card and set it. Now earlier I made sure I didn't make a join on that so that when I drag out, I wouldn't have to uncouple it. All right, we got a PLG. All right, we got our first 4 set of cards already blocked. Now it's time to get our next set of blocks. Now 15829 is already on the bottom, right here. CNO 601381 is right here, and ACFX 363533 are already there. So all we have to do is just shove these in make a cut, and then go put our top car on here, and then we'll be set. Whatever. All right, we got a PLG. Now we're gonna shove down and pick up our other last car. Now make sure you check your switch list as these shove in, and that's what I'm doing. 15806, check. RI 12039, check. 601360, check. 66028, check. 15829, check. 601381, check. 63533, check. 66023, outstanding. And this is our last car. We're gonna set these cars to spot. We're gonna tie them down, lock them up. Pressure on the air. Head to track 102. And that is that. That is modified switching with a modified switch list. In other words, modified switch list. Switching a modified switch list. Let me say it right. And that's pretty much it. Just when you make your original switch list, you have to detail the other switch lists. And that's pretty much what this is. A detailed switch list that is designed from the company or foreman who's in charge of that company when it involves the switching order. So I hope this was helpful for y'all to learn how to do a modified switch list. Like I said, a lot of y'all don't do modified switch lists. I encourage you to give it a try in your spare time. Until then, just come and watch me do it. So thank y'all for watching this video on modified switch lists. And I hope y'all had a wonderful day. And I'll see you later. Bye.